You can see the difference now. Hi everybody, my name is Isa and this is Moody Eye Makeup channel. I got two requests. One is how to cover very dark under eyes, not to get that shadowy looking under eyes. And the second one is how to do your eyes if one is a bit more hooded than the other one. If you're interested in this video, then please keep on watching. But before, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Now you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter as well, where you get a sneak peek on what's coming next week. Now, let's just start. Let's see how to cover dark under eyes. You need color corrector. The concealer just won't do. If you use only concealer and if the concealer is, I don't know, 1 or 2 shades lighter, then you're gonna get that grayish under eyes that just look weird and very off. As my subscriber commented down below, she wants to know how to cover that. It's very simple. You need the right color corrector. The darker the under eyes, the darker color corrector. This is the first thing to know. This is my ideal color corrector shade. So to cover bluish under eyes, you need this kind of a peachy shade. More browny they are, more of an orangey type of shade you need. Why you need this kind of a dark color corrector is because if you use the shade and it's just too light, you're gonna again get that grayish effect where you kinda can still see that darkness underneath the color corrector. So you have to figure it out how dark it should be. But I'm gonna show you here. I have a concealer just for the reference. This is concealer that I'm using. This is from Natasha Denona and it's in the shade 1N, so it's a neutral shade. The color corrector, you can see how much peachier, orangey it is and how darker it is. Let me show you the magic. With color corrector, you need a very small brush, because you need to apply it only on the parts that you need color correct. Today my under eyes are darker than usual, so it's perfect for this kind of a video. So if we look at mine under eyes, you can see that I need to apply color corrector right here in this part. You can see the magic already happening. So I'm not gonna apply it right here where I don't have that darkness going on, because then that part of my skin is going to look orange. So just be very precise with it. Use a very thin layer because you're gonna need to apply concealer on top. And as you probably know already, concealer itself creases. It's just the nature of, you know, makeup, because we move our faces, it's just impossible not to crease. So the thicker formula, more it creases. So if you have color corrector and then concealer on top, that layer is going to be thick, you know. So you need to be careful there and just apply as little as possible. And I always used like flat synthetic brushes for this, but you just use then too much product. So I would go for a fluffy brush. It's harder to apply too much. Don't do it exactly as I do it, because your under eyes are not the same as mine. So you just need to analyze your face, your under eyes, and see where the darkness lies. So I have a lot of darkness here as well. Maybe you don't have it, so then don't apply it there, you know. I'm gonna use it right here in my inner corner, and then I'm just gonna use a little bit of my finger all over my eyelids because it's dark. You can see that it's just very dark. We are not finished yet, but you can see that it looks way better than it did before, but you know, it's not light enough. So now you go in with concealer because you want to lighten that part. And if you use color corrector, then I would do the same with concealer. So I would just use very small amount and the brush, the fluffy brush, like that. Don't immediately blend it completely. just apply it. And then wait, I don't know, do something else with your face and come back to it a little bit later. Alright, so you can see the difference. After half a minute or so, just go and blend out all the creases. And you basically just, take off with your brush the excess of the product. You can use your finger for that as well. You really push in both layers to merge. I wanted to show you one more trick. So it's early in the morning, I have puffy eyes, I done a short video, you can click that one and like it. Puffy under eyes, like I tend to get puffy here. It's just emphasizing this part if I apply blush on this part. So you just need to go with your concealer a little bit lower, but that's only with the excess of the product. Don't apply it directly on this part, just stretch it down a little bit. Then you need the best possible powder for your under eyes. Especially if you use 2 layers, you need to set them in. For me, in my opinion, the best one was this one from Givenchy Prisme Libre loose powder. The original formula, I know they don't sell this anymore, but they released the pressed version from the same powder in a pressed form. Or I really like the under eye blurring powder from Pat McGrath. Just find yours, but it needs to be very finely milled and it needs to be super thin and light. You can use the powder puff or a brush like this and really push in that powder. You can go to your hand and push it even further in, and in that way, again, you get rid of the excess. Again, check out if there is any creases because you don't want to log that in. And then just go and press that powder. And go over that part that it's puffy as well. So you can see the difference now. How to do your eyes if they don't have the same shape. One, it's maybe more hooded than the other. So this is kind of hard to show you in only one example on me. So you really need to examine your eyes first. Do your makeup with me, but don't copy paste. You just need to follow me basically. Nobody has the same eyes because, as with the brows, they are not sisters, they are cousins. I would always start with a transitional shade. I would use smaller brushes. We all do the same mistake with this. We all use too big of a brush. We typically use brushes like this, where we should use brushes more like this, especially if you're doing a detailed work where you need to be precise with it. I really like brush like this because it's pointy and I can be more precise with it, and it's not too big, it's fluffy. Go in with a transitional shade, which it means that it's a little bit darker than your complexion, but it's not too dark. Always go on the back of your hand so you can get rid of the excess powder. You can also tap it off. Now look straight into the mirror. It's better if the mirror is, I have the same problem here because the mirror is not on the right level, but that's why you can see my face. I should have mirror like that, so it can be at the same level as my, eyes. Relax your eyes and look straight forward into the mirror. And then go on this part that folds over and just use windshield motions. And then here you can stretch it out a little bit. And you can see that this shade, it's so light. It's so light, but that's just perfect because it's a transitional shade. So if you do the same with your other eye, you can get it wrong, no matter how hooded it is, because you're just going directly on top of your eye. Now I would go for some kind of a lighter shade, and I would use brush like this, small and flat. So now I'm looking down to my mirror so that I have enough space to brighten up this part of my eye. And I'm going on the mobile eyelid, like that. And then I'm going with the same shade right here, in between the brow arch. And with that, now you can use a bigger brush and just go with a very gentle motion across these two layers, just to mix them in. And this is going to look very flawless, seamless. So now we created kinda a base for it. I would go with a smaller brush that it's fluffy. And first you can start with some kind of highlighter and just apply it in the inner corner to brighten even more this part, because if you have hooded eyes, this is the part that we can see, like this inner corner and then the skin that it's folded down, and you can do exactly the same as with that lighter shade with the highlighter. And then with the same kind of a brush, you can even use the same brush. I would use darker shade and do the same thing, but with just a smaller brush. For example, if this eye it's a bit lower than this one, for example, then you should add less of that eyeshadow here and a bit more here. Like, it's all try and error, but you just need to try to get it even as much as you can. Also, if this one is more folded than this one, again, you can use a little bit more of that dark shade, or you can apply it a bit higher. So it all depends on your eyes, you know. So because of that, it's so hard to give you advice on this stuff, because it's very individual. You can book one-on-one makeup session via Zoom if you want to. The link is going to be down below, and we can go through that together. So yeah, the other thing you can do is to use a concealer. So I've already kind of did that, but just to create that more kind of a sharp and pulled up look. And then if this one is more folded, you can create a steep line, you know, a little bit more angled line. Another thing you can do is to go exactly like the same small fluffy brush with a little bit darker shade, and just then follow that line and just smudge it. But again, you really don't want to use too much. You always go to your hand first, and then right there, and then here you can actually use that darker shade below that two shades that we applied on the crease, so right here. That way we are just slowly creating that fake crease, but in the most natural way possible. Again, maybe if this one is more folded, you need maybe more of that darker shade. Maybe you need to pull it a little bit more up or a little bit more towards the center. It all depends on your eye shape. And one more thing that I would do with hooded eyes is to apply that highlighter now very high up, but on the mobile lid, so don't go in the crease, and more so towards the inner corner. And then the last thing you can do is to create kind of an eyeliner, but with an eyeshadow, and you want to use the smallest angled brush possibly. Take the excess off and then just go in between your eyelashes. Very important how you're gonna finish here in the outer corner. Just follow that line from the concealer and then fill it in this part to get more of a straight line, so that your eye doesn't go down but it looks more straight. And here you can actually correct the shape mostly, if you ask me, with the crease and with this part, because it depends on your eye shape, but maybe on one side you will create a thinner line or thicker line. At the end it's just going to look more even. So I always like to then just grab that brush and just pull it a tiny bit up as well. And again, you can manipulate your eyes, the shape of your eyes, with how thick this line is and with the angle of that line as well. So again, it depends on your eyes. It's hard to say do that, or you just need to try and see. Alright, I just wanted to mention one more thing. I know this may be a given for a lot of you, but try to distract others with, I don't know, having fuller eyelashes or maybe red lipstick. But at the end of the day, that flaw may be actually the beautiful characteristic of your face, and it makes you you. But I get it, I'm the same. Like, we really pick the things that we don't like and try to correct them. So I don't judge, I totally get it, and it's a valid thing, You can be frustrated about your droopy left eye or something like that, and not be judged about it. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that you have option to only embrace it as well, or to distract others from it. So you can also use like falsies in the outer corners, or I don't know, brighter blush or anything that works for you. It's great and fun. I hope I could help you with this problem, because it's so specific and it's, yeah, as I said, it's one-on-one more kind of a thing to see where the problem lies, as with, like, for example, crooked nose, how to correct, how to contour a crooked nose. I cannot show you that. I have a bit crooked nose as well, but I can show you only how I do it, and that's it. Yeah, I hope I helped you anyhow. So if you enjoyed this video, if I helped you, then please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't yet, you can book one-on-one makeup session with me and subscribe to my weekly newsletter. Have a lovely day and see you in my next one. Bye.